So after all of that happens now, and Rain Doll is throwing chairs and just
getting
like
into it. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. When I saw the chair being picked up, I thought some excitement was gonna happen. Something mad was gonna happen. But
C came from behind and choked her out.
Yeah.
And then obviously all of that commotion is happening.
yeah, she has some built-up anger in there to go out, choke her out.
How was Lani responding? I want to know if she was like salivating because this is good, good for TV.
She
like
was just screaming. Like no one respected her. That's the bottom
we could
line.
see it. We could
no
see
one took anything she said seriously. I did genuinely respect Lani the majority of the time. To be honest with you, I really did have respect for her with the show. Even in the airport, I was like, "You're gonna do your big one, like it's gonna pop off, kind of thing." And she was just either crying about it or she was, you know, pissed off about it. Like, there was no in between. With the whole Rain Doll situation, a lot of security was obviously restraining her, whatever. It went on for a long period of time. She was just like, "I'm gonna get you," you know, for the whole day. That's what, and I was also hearing from Erica, "Watch when you're sleeping."
Yeah, like, Rain Doll was saying it to the cameras. She was literally saying to the cameras, "When you're sleeping, she's gonna get you."
The same with Erica. Erica was saying
Erica said the same thing.
Yeah, because Erica was not over the fight that we had. She wanted another round. She was constantly pestering for another round. And I was like, "Babe, you had your chance." Cut a long story short, you had your chance. You could have done your big one there and then. Why are we having another premeditated fight? I was just not with that, you know.
Yeah, understandable. And you were over it.
Yeah, I was like, this is old. I'm on to Rain Doll now. I've got problems with her now. Like,
I got new issues.
New issues. Move on.
A new one to scalp.
Yeah. So I was just a bit like, with that situation, I was just a bit like, you know what, whatever. Rain Doll was also saying all that stuff about how she's gonna get me, etc.
And it's gonna be the biggest fight the UK has ever seen.
But we'll also get into what happened after that as
well. So when she's upstairs, she's bleeding, she's
using the Sheen pad to cover her.
The Shein got a feature. We can't big up Shein.
Big up Shein.
But she's upstairs.
Send me PR. I'm here. Need your money.
So she's out here. She's doing the most. She's bleeding from both her cooch and the foot. And what are you thinking? Because you're not seeing all of this, but now you're watching it. What do you think about that?
I thought it was so funny. I was sat there laughing. I was like, I've got everyone so mad.
Yeah.
Like, that was just my whole thing. I was like, you're all so mad.
Grown women compared to you.
Like, a lot of the people in the room with Rain Doll were the same people who maybe earlier was backing me in a sense.
Okay.
So I was just a bit like,
wishy-washy, but it's so crazy because they were upstairs with her and they were doing her no favors because they're literally saying to the camera, she's on the pills and potions. This reaction is from the pills and potions.
To be honest, I think a couple girls were probably getting snaked in there still. But
that's
can't
to be
trust no one in
from
there.
Women.
That's when I was like really excited for the confessionals because the confessionals is way after the show. The confessionals were quite recent.
Yeah,
so it was only December-ish.
Yeah.
So that's when the confessionals were. So then any opinions from after the show, they've kind of used that in the confessionals, not so much the actual opinions they might have had in there. But I still agree with very wishy-washy.
Yeah.
People were chatting shit. About everyone, you know. So that's why I was like, I didn't go in there to find Badderz friends. You know, that was never the principle.
You're just there for promotional purposes.
I need to survive Croatia. That's what it should have been called, surviving Croatia. And that was my only thing I really cared about was surviving.
We literally were saying that you're in survival mode.
Yeah, 100%.
So we could see that from the glass throwing. That was it. I said Amy's in survival mode. This is just about surviving these. People.
First few episodes, you kind of stole the show there, do you know?
I mean, it's the Amy show.
Even Where the Bang is like the title.
Yeah,
I was like,
where's the bang?
Even the credits, it's my name first. I'm like, this is
but
great.
To be honest, like out of everyone, we learned your name first, because you made the most splash, but. Not because I don't think you even wanted it.
Yeah, you ain't even
because they keep dragging you into it, so they're giving you that screen time. They're giving you the attention.
You want me to be like nice, but then when I'm nice, it's a weakest link thing.
Yeah.
You want me to be bad, but then when I'm bad, it's a massive uproar. It's a massive problem. So it's kind of at that point in time, I just didn't
like
give
who did they
no
want
more.
you to be?
I was like, I just don't care, you know. And even with the glass thing, that was the first thing in my eyesight. If there was no glass on the table, I would have thrown an apple or an orange. You know, it doesn't matter what was there, but in that specific moment of time,
needed something.
it just it's getting dashed in your face. And I was already very angry. I was very high rated about the situation. I was thinking, not you too. Like, you can't all just keep coming for me constantly, kind of thing. I was just like, this is fucking ridiculous.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, I saw you kind of going for rain though, like you had enough. Do you know what I mean?
I would have fought her in that moment in time, dead ass. Like, I would have actually
when
held
you
my
came
own.
back through the screen doors.
I was activated.
Yeah, I saw, because when you came back through the scream doors, you were like shouting, screaming, cussing. I
was done.
Like, it sounded like you was just ready. Like,
I was ready to go.
Fuck it, bitch. Let's go. Yeah. So, and I completely get it.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Like, obviously they put you at the weakest link, right? But you see the amount of things you went through, like those different fights. I'm
You're
thinking,
the strongest one in there.
You've definitely elevated yourself there. You're still hanging in there.
There's no weakest link. I think the women that show themselves to be weakest link are the ones that would pick on a 19-year-old. Because now knowing your age, it makes it 10 times worse what is happening. Yeah, because these women are in their 30s, in their late 20s.
Late 20s.
Yeah, and you're 19, you're a teenager.
I'm not even hit the 20 mark yet, you know?
It's mad. So what happened after the fight and you shouting and screaming at Raindall?
After that, me and Lani went to the shops. Okay. Took a time out. That's when the neck cushion situation happened.
Jesus Christ. How could Raindall think she was doing something?
Right. Couldn't even string a sentence together. I think
that was pretty childish, that cushion thing,
like,
no?
But she thought you getting your cushion back was childish, but she never thought her taking the cushion was childish.
If 1 + 1 is 2.
I was dying. I did laugh when I saw that.
No, I saw that clip made me die.
Honestly.
And I'm glad that the clip of me reacting was also included.
Of course. I think that even though Lani isn't trying to show you too favorable, she can't help but including some level of fairness, and maybe she has a secondary editor with her. That might be why, but at the same time, those balancing of the clips is definitely revealing that there's some nefarious things going on. Like, why would you go take your neck cushion? Like, that's obviously trying to instigate something. You're trying to do more. Like, the fight's done, you've left the mansion, you've gone to cool down. Why is Raindall still doing so much? She was upstairs complaining about bleeding out and her toe.
And
that wasn't
all on
enough.
social media, bringing up the cushions, because she posted that video on
we
TikTok.
saw.
And I was just like, like, I can get a new neck cushion tomorrow. Like, is it really that deep? Go take something like, you know?
But I think one of the beautiful things about karma is sometimes it's instant.
Yeah.
And just as Raindall was piling on you, the tables turned.
Turned.
She became the new victim.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's so crazy because you want to sympathize with her. But I was finding it so difficult to offer sympathy. Like, even Kyle was like, we can't trust the little victimhood, you know, like, it's an act.
Yeah.
So when the tables turned on Raindall, how did you feel? Because now you're getting a break.
Yeah, I was like, skin and teeth,
when the tables turned, I kind of, in my head, was like,
payback.
Yeah, I was just like,
you're over it.
Like, but you know what it is with the funny thing about truth is that it always is revealed, and people can only keep up a facade for so long. And again, with me, I was just being me. Yeah. So there was no facade to keep up. So I was just like, you know, chilling as me. Yeah. And then when all the tables turned now on her, it was interesting because after the therapy talk that we'll get into, we actually went to the other villa together. Oh. So there was
you moved out as well?
Yeah. That's why my camera time is pretty much up now. Yeah. Because I'm in a different villa.
I was wondering what happened to you.
Raindall.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Mad.
Yeah.
Because now we're
tennis, yoga.
Yeah, you're not there.
We're in another
Okay.
So wait, did you just say you was walking together like best friends?
What, in the other villa?
Yeah, like
because they left together after the fight and everything.
No, what made it even worse was that the same night, the same day that fight happened, Lani put me and Raindall in different cars to the same villa. So I was also pissed at Lani because anything could have happened.
Literally.
And she's put the two girls who just had beef
that
together.
Don't make sense
because Raindall got jumped or whatever happened in her sleep. So Lani's moved me and her to another villa. Yeah. So then when we get to the other villa now, Raindall's like, I'm not done with you. I'm like, okay, cool. Say no
So
more.
We see her on the camera. Sorry to cut you, babe. We do see her on the camera.
No, that was when we got to the villa.
Oh, that's just when you got there.
So when we've got to the villa, and this is where I'm now going to be laying my head.
Yeah.
In the cameramen's rooms.
Yeah.
And there was like 2 different rooms to the villa. So there was upstairs, where Badderz was taking place, with like 2 rooms, and then there was downstairs, which was where Lani's sister, I think, was sleeping.
Okay.
In that room, but they're like kind of like this. The rooms are kind of, so the upstairs, downstairs, kind of out the way. I was staying here. Raindoll was staying up here top. With the cameraman.
Okay, and that's when she's filming and saying that she still wants you.
No, she said it to my face.
Oh, she said that you were in the room?
No, we're in the car. Cars just pulled up in the villas, 2 cars.
Yeah.
Lani's drove the car. And I'm not even got out the car yet. I've opened the door. She's like, I'm not done with you.
So wait, this is after the whole cushion thing?
This is after.
After everything, babe.
This is after. This is after the fight. This is after the Raindoll and Birdie situation. Yeah. This is after me and chair throwing and all that shit. Okay. And then now Lani's put us in the same villa.
I mean,
so just to backtrack a little, when Birdie was speaking up for you, how did you feel in that moment?
I felt heard because I didn't ever have an issue with Birdie.
Yeah,
like ever.
She seemed sweet.
She was, I thought she was calm. Yeah. Again, there's been times where she was actually quite nice to me. Yeah. So I think out of almost everyone, she was one of the only person who, 1, stood up for me in the confessionals, and 2, actually was quite nice.
Yeah. And not only that, she was putting her words into action. She was actually physically ready to fight Raindoll, and it seemed like on your behalf. Yeah. So you don't feel like that was disingenuous?
No.
Okay.
No.
So after Birdie, were you at the house when Birdie and Raindoll were fighting?
Yeah.
You were there? Did you see it happen?
So I was downstairs, minding my business, and I hear a massive commotion upstairs. That's when all the cameramen have run upstairs. Yeah. And then obviously that saga happens.
Yeah. So what did you think? Do you think that Raindoll got what she deserved?
So I think that Karma acted quick as fuck, like instant. I feel like it's a thing of, if you can pick on me, go pick on someone literally your height and pretty much your size as well. Yeah. And give them the same chat.
But so she wasn't.
Everyone was really testing her gangster, because it's very easy for you to come for me when I've made it clear that, like I said, I was literally calm with her from the airport. Yeah. From the jump. Yeah. So it's calm for you to do all that madness with me, but then when someone literally your size and height wants to show you badness,
you're not here for it.
You're not here for it. You were saying I'm gonna kill you and stuff like that.
That was so much for me when she was saying that I will kill you, Birdie, I'll kill you. I was like to Kyle, no, this girl needs to leave the house now. I don't know if Lani gave you guys psychological tests or personality tests, because I know that typically that's usually a part of reality TV shows. So I don't even know if that happened, but I feel like if Raindoll had done a personality test, a psychological test, that she wouldn't have been casted for other reality shows.
If it was like an actual production,
because she cracked quite easily. You were having the most done to you, and you weren't telling people you were going to kill them.
No, that's just not in my vocabulary. Kill yourself or kill you is just never in my vocabulary.
If you say that, that's more than fighting talk.
So when she came out saying, I will kill you, I felt very rattled by that, because I think that women having squabbles, exchanging words, all of them kind of stuff, it's fine, whatever. Even you throwing the glass, no one died. A foot got caught, fine. But to say that I'm going to kill you,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
but obviously crazy. She wouldn't.
Over what?
We don't know.
I mean,
we don't know.
I don't think she capable.
There was all kinds of erratic behaviors going on, and that's why I felt like to say something like that in this very volcanic situation is mad.
Very crazy.
It's mad.
Yeah. Like so social cue.
Right. I was so glad when I saw her packing her bags. Yeah. And leaving.
That's when she went to the other villa with
But
me.
my girl wasn't just packing her bags. You know, in the confessionals, she's out here talking about voodoo. What did you think about that?
There was a live after we came out that was mentioned of her talking about voodoo and shit. And she made TikToks joking about it as well. She made one holding I filmed it.
What?
So she made this one TikTok where she's holding bread or something, and it's a really weird sound, and she's kind of joking around about witchcraft or possession or whatever not.
Meanwhile, she's the one harboring all of these spirits.
I have to stay prayed up, because I was just like, yeah, you're like mentally not okay.
And you filmed this?
Yeah,
I filmed it for her.
No. Yeah, she said, I'm going to do this TikTok. I was like, okay, so I filmed it, and then obviously she captioned it.
So how did you feel recording this video of her where she's here talking about?
Oh no, she went. It was an audio, like a sound.
It was just audio.
Yeah, it was a sound.
Yeah.
And then she captioned it afterwards. You know, when you put a font on a TikTok.
Okay.
And then she posted it.
Okay.
But I was behind the camera.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So in our culture, as well as your culture, we know that, you know, voodoo, obia, these kind of stuff exists.
I stay the fuck away from that shit, for real.
So the fact that Rain Doll was talking about this in the confessionals, plus her saying that she would kill Birdie, I was thinking, nah, this girl is not okay. Birdie, get your shit, lock it away, don't leave your panty anywhere, no toothbrush, nothing, pack it away. So now you're in this next house with Rain Doll, who you know is dibbling and dabbling in the obia, the voodoo.
How did you sleep?
How did you sleep?
So this was before the voodoo comments and stuff.
Oh,
the confessionals, I've only just seen that, and then obviously me holding the phone and that was after. So day one of staying in this other villa, this is where the cameramen sleep, this is where security sleep, and that whole, you know, situation happened where she's like, I'm gonna still get you, you know, it's still on site. So I've locked my door, obviously.
Oh yes.
And I've gone to sleep, and I've woken up, and Lani, this is the day Renee and Shelly turn up. Lani, cameramen, and security have left me and Rain Doll in the same villa for 9 hours. Now,
did you just keep the door locked?
So the thing was, at one point we had to squash it. Because at this moment in time, there's knives in this outside kitchen, right? Because we got like this little outside kitchen with utensils, plates, dinner thing. That's where she recorded TikTok as well. For reference. And at this point in time, I have to squash it. Because
for your own safety.
For my own safety, I do have to squash it and be semi-friendly with her in a sense.
Makes sense.
And Lani was gone. You know, we were trying to call her. And the problem with that situation now was Rain Doll's left the upstairs and the door's not opening, like it's locked. So Lani's given us the wrong key, so we can't get in. That's also where the food is at. So me and Rain Doll have no food for this whole 9 hours.
No one decided to kick the door down?
Yeah, I would have.
No, it's not booting. Like, or we're literally trying to barge the door.
It's not going.
It's like not moving at all. And no one's here. Literally, it's just me and her here. And I had a pizza in my room from when we came to this villa from the night before, and we had to cook that in the stove because that's literally all we had.
Okay.
And we cooked
your
that
pizza.
On, yeah.
You shared it. Okay.
With somebody that was antagonizing. You're a good person. She would have starved if it was me.
I know. I know, right? And then we just left there, and even the whole time I was thinking, what if she killed me? Yeah. Like, what if she still bugged out?
She done threatened Birdie boy.
Right. So, and I was like, that is so no security. No one.
I'm not even gonna lie, she got me kind of shook just watching her car. Boy.
I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, we can only go like we don't know her personally, and that's one thing I don't want anyone to think. Like when we're watching and commenting, we're commenting on a product. We don't know you as the person. We don't spend time with you. Like we're just consuming a product. This is Rain Doll, the product, and the product. It's not looking good. It's coming across.
Need a refund.
It's coming across that you use substances. It's coming across that you're, into obia. It's coming across that even when she was making comments about Jamaicans and white women, right? And then she tried to be on social media saying like, "Oh, she never meant it that way." But we know what you meant.
Now, what got me is she full well know it was her. Leave the dirty panty them. And then she wants to come and palm it off of what English and Jamaicans.
Yeah. I was offended by that because no Jamaican parent would ever be okay with their kids having dirty baggy or blood on a toilet seat. Like, I'm sure it's very much like a Nigerian culture. You're going to get your ass handed to you. So I don't know where she was going with that. And then white people, they have their own corner to go fight. I can't defend that one. But the Jamaican side of it was a bit mad. Like, how are you coming for Jamaicans? You don't even know our culture, first of all. So just be quiet. And then on top of it now, I couldn't see any redeeming qualities in Rain Doll. It's sad. She's probably a nice person in real life.
Very self-absorbed.
Yeah.
Very in her own world. Very like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm quite one of the... Even when I threw the glass, I'm apologising.
Yeah.
Dead ass. I apologise to most of the people. But with her, she's
still
and then what made it funny was also contradicts is you were trying to throw a TV. Who's getting on to you for that?
I forgot Lani was saying like that when she touched the TV was when Lani really started going off.
Yeah, she was going to literally fight. Right, because of that situation. And then when Birdie threw the glass now as well, there was no talk about she's throwing a... So that's why
there was like a little talk, but it wasn't as deep as them wanting to fight Birdie like how they wanted to fight you. It was Birdie was like, I'll buy back your glass.
And
she was like, it's not about the glass.
But
when it comes down to it now, you and Rain Doll have squashed whatever. You've moved out of this villa, and we haven't seen you much on
never
screen.
Came back.
You never came back?
We never came back. We were there for the rest of the time.
But the issue now, right, that I have in the last episode that we watched, because we're kind of behind now. But in episode...
How many episodes have we got to watch now?
Just two more. So in episode 5 that we just watched, I started getting pissed off. Because at the end of this episode, the women want to fight Shelly and Renee. They can't get their pound of flesh, so they are asking Lani to bring you to the altar and sacrifice you. Sacrifice you to them.
Crazy.
And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Over like that.
Crazy.
Like, how did we go?
Like, cool, we can't get them, Amy.
Right. We want Amy now. And what really kind of like,
I felt sorry for you.
We all jumped over the therapy. We can go back to the therapy, but what really kind of triggered me was Tamara. In therapy, Tamara was in front of you. She seemed to be your guardian angel.
Was that the case?
She was speaking up for you.
Not really, no. Not until after the show, to be honest with
you. But in the therapy, what I was seeing was she was speaking up for you. She was trying to defend you to Erica.
She was sitting in front of you.
That part,
It was fine. So why have we gone from that to bring Amy here now?
I wasn't expecting.
I need my pound of flesh. I can't get Shelly. Bring Amy now.
I was like, whoa.
Everyone was pissed that day.
Wow. I was like, wow. I
was so taken aback. And Miss Cookie TV does not like you.
She don't. But she was the same one guarding my Palm Angels jumper. But you know what wasn't on camera as well? The fact that Lani brought Miss Cookie to our villa. Miss Cookie punched me in the face off camera multiple times without me even, like, I was just on my phone. I was on WhatsApp. I was chilling, doing my thing. And Lani's brought Cookie to the villa. And at this point, Shelly and Renee have just recently arrived as well. So we're all just kind of having bants. We're all drinking. Because I'll be real, the vibe in that house was calm.
And Cookie was there as well?
No. Lani brought Cookie to our villa to mediate between... Valentina and Renee. So then as soon as Miss Cookie came, this is why my head was so combobulated. As soon as Cookie came, she's like, hi, Miss Our Fabulous. She came over to Miss Our Fabulous and she gave her a hug. Which I was like, you know, but again, I'm just on my phone. I'm literally in the corner on the sofa. So there's Shelly, Renee, me. And without even blinking an eyelid, or not even a minute's gone past, she's gone from here to behind me, and she's bang in the and I just put my hands up.
So she basically beat you up?
No, just literally a couple bangs, but they came from nowhere.
Do you get to hit her back?
No, because as soon as that happened, Shelly's jumped up. She's cut. She's literally cut. Shelly's thrown glass at her. What the fuck are you doing? Renee's gone mad. Security's gone mad. Everyone's like, what the fuck? Lani's dipped out. Cookie's gone. And they've literally, they've drove off. They've cut. So when that happened, I didn't even have time to get...
Who did Cookie go with?
With Lani and
with
security.
Lani and no, not security. Lani
security
and
stays.
I think it was Lani and her sister maybe. One of them, or accomplishments.
Did Lani know anything about this?
She told me she had no idea. She said that it was a thing where Cookie came to mediate because she knows Miss Our Fabulous and is close with Valentina. So she came over to mediate.
I mean, wasn't Hope there? What's Hope's purpose?
Hope is not actually a therapist.
So we've deduced, but it's like, since we have her here as therapist, why we need Cookie?
Right.
Why was Hope not here mediating between our Fab and Valentina? That would have made more sense. So I know that Lani's saying she wasn't aware, but the night before, we literally can watch Miss Cookie TV dragging you.
But the night before as well, I gave Miss Cookie my Palm Angel jumper as well. So then when she's come to bang me now, I'm thinking,
bitch,
what?
give me my shit.
I was like, first of all, I was thinking about my Palm Angels.
Yeah.
And then two, I was thinking, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
Because it was like, her defense was she was looking at me. She knew what she was doing. As soon as she walks in the room, of course I'm going to look at you because you just walked in the room.
Yeah,
this is our villa, and this is meant to be a safe place. This is not meant to be free for all. This is where the cameramen and security lay their heads. Yeah, because again, all day, all day, this is where they're sleeping. So that's also why security mentioned in a recent clip as well, I can't even fucking sleep at night. Because now everyone from that day is on edge because you've come into our space, not even knocked on the door, walked in and done that. And it wasn't even a thing where she's like, Amy, get up. Weren't even at that. It was a thing when you're like, hi, Mr. Fabulous, you know, all da-da-da-da.
So she sneak attacked you.
Yeah, 100%.
Which was in her contract not to do.
Before, right? Wasn't she talking bad about you?
Yeah, but I didn't see that video.
She wanted blood, right?
Yeah, she was one of them. But Amy wasn't aware. She was in the next house
video
at this point.
as well.
Oh, so now she's come to this next video.
Yeah.
And now she got her blood. Yeah. In a way.
Yeah.
You didn't bleed, did
you? Well, no, I didn't bleed. No blood. No face hurting. It was just bang, bang. But I just went like that.
I'm so taken aback. But Cookie was claiming that you had your dirty red camera in a bush, and you're filming people, and you're antagonizing people. Lani's not seeing it. You're doing things that's getting people high rated, and everybody just needs to just basically beat you to oblivion at this point. It's like, what is that about?
So the camera thing honestly made me absolutely die because it was a digital camera.
Okay.
You can't even take videos on this thing. I swear down. You can't even take no videos. It's literally pictures. So the situation behind that was that at the pool, I was taking pictures with all the girls. I literally have Tamira on this camera. I got Kelsey on this camera. We're taking herself. Even Marissa is on this fucking camera. And it's literally just one of them cheap little digital pictures that make it all vintage and cute. So I'm at the pool.
Oh, it's the old school camcorder.
Yeah, like not even a camcorder. Literally just one of them digital flash kind of vibe.
That's it.
Yeah.
Snap and go.
Snap and go. But not like the snap and go. Like
not
digital.
that old school.
Yeah, not that, but actual digital camera. And then common sense was I was by the pool, camera, water. So I put my camera on the bush, on the tree.
Okay, to not get it wet.
Someone's got common sense. Okay. So that's why I put it in the tree.
Yeah.
And then I just kept on doing my thing. And then that's the secret camera.
That was the sneak filming. Okay.
That made me die because everyone was so adamant that's what it was. And then Lani actually came to the house with Dasa.
Yeah.
And said, oh, I'm hearing about this red camera.
Yeah, because they were gassing Lani up and saying to Lani, oh, she's putting out footage off your show before the show's even been filmed and released. I'm not, well, this was Valentina, I think, that was saying this, that basically because of what you're doing,
when they were
the footage is going to come out and Lani's show is going to be boring because everyone's already seen it. But they were literally like gassing Lani up, you know, fanning the flames under her ass to get her to come drag you to the sacrificial altar, you know, so they could all take turns. You know?
So then obviously when Lani and Dasa came over, they were like, so this red camera, I'm here. I said, what? This one? And I showed Lani. Lani looked at it. Dasa even went on it and looked at all the settings. And it's like, nah, bro, you can only take pictures on it. Huh? No. Like that, you can literally, you can't even get a video because even I wanted a few videos on that. You can't even get a video. It's literally just camera. That's it. And they even saw, like Lani with her own eyes, saw that. There was no extra hidden footage. And as well, Emil was posting BTSs from the jump. Even the grass throwing, that was already on Twitter.
That he was posting it on Snapchat.
Yeah, because you saw the little Snapchat thing as well. And that wasn't me. As well, the girls are still going live. Yeah. And everyone's still live streaming and stuff like that. So I was just
because they were on TikTok, I think. I can't remember exactly where, talking about there not being any food in the house and talking about beef that was going on. Tamira was on there. So I was wondering, why are they
Selective.
on Amy's.
Selective.
Oh.
Every single point the girls have made, someone else in the house is doing it.
Yeah.
Which made it just like
and it's documented, so it's so crazy. Like they're being filmed in 4K for all of us to see. I think it all goes up to 8K on her website,
and they're filming.
Everyone's seeing it. So why is it that they don't realize that when everything is put together, the end product is going to show them doing the same thing they want to jump on you for? It doesn't make sense. So they just
look dumb as fuck.
Gosh. So what did you think about the therapy session? Because we skipped over that bit.
The therapy session was just like, again, I was over it.
I could see it. I could see it.
Ugh. We got 2 questions.
Yeah, if even that.
If that. Because the therapy was actually meant to be for quite a while.
Okay.
And it was going to go into a lot more. But a lot of these group activities, we couldn't even finish because it's just rah, 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 and everyone's talking, everyone's screaming, everyone's shouting. And then the thing that everyone keeps referring to, the airport, is I was a little bit tipsy. So I was a little bit more louder. I didn't do a madness. Yeah, that was it. I was just a little bit tipsy because I was like, I'm not surviving this flight without some tequila. It's not happening.
Yeah. And some people like to drink on their flight so they can go to sleep.
But who provided me with the drink? Metap. Metap, that's the tea. You provided me with everyone with a drink.
Okay. Was it a long flight, was it?
It was, it was only like a couple hours.
Okay.
But there was some people where this is their first flight. I was like...
Oh, really?
And they're like, is the turbulence meant to be like this? Can I hold your hand? I was thinking, I was like, yo, bitches, this is your first holiday. Like, she didn't want to get some prep before.
They haven't left the country before.
And that's why I was like, these are a bunch of budget mummy bitches, like, for real. Because, like, this was me. I never left the country until 18.
Okay.
And we're on, like, what, country 20?
Yeah, well, that makes sense because you talked about coming from care. And so that makes sense. So I want to touch on... what you do for a career, because
everyone think I'm staying my friend.
When I went onto your TikTok, because I was like, what is going on
People
here?
Think I'm getting shot on and everything.
What is going on? Why do they not like Amy? Is Amy on OnlyFans? Is Amy getting that OnlyFans bag? Like, is Amy an escort? Like, what is going on? There has to be something here. Like, my mind couldn't wrap around the idea that these women are just hating on you for the sake of hate. So I'm like, okay, there must be something here.
She has youth on her side. That's what it is.
And money.
Right.
And money. What?
So when I went onto your TikTok now, breaking the fourth wall, I went over there and I'm like watching the video. I saw that you had grabbed Miss Arfab's voice, and I thought you were agreeing with what she was saying, because she was like, oh, you lot are saying Amy sells front, so what if Amy sells front? You know, so I was like, wait, do you agree with that?
No, it was just more of a thing that the main points was like, I'm making more money than all you bitches.
Okay.
And like the audio kind of just made me laugh because what she was saying was fact. Like, it makes sense. Like, you guys are all mad. Jealous. You're all broke. Like, you're all broke. Full stop. Like, all of you, let's go band for band.
Yeah.
You can't go band for band with me. You know what I mean?
What do you do for work?
So there's a lot of different things that I do.
Yeah.
Not escorting. So I've done long-term investments in cryptos. I have some upstairs as well. I also have Amazon FBA. I used to have OF. So that's where some of the hate stems from as well. But I used all of my OF money to
invest.
Like, the OF thing was just a thing where when I was younger, my news got baited. So I was like, let's monetize off it anyway.
Yes.
It's never a long-term goal ever. I've had quite a couple sugar daddies as well. So all the money they gave me to buy Chanel
I was going to say, big up the sugar daddies, but I know this one was going to side me.
Big them up. So from then, I used a lot of their money for Chanel and Louis to also invest. So a lot of my money works for me. And then that's pretty much what I do. I have a few other things like an LTD, but I don't really go into like my personal actual business, because
you don't want it attached to,
and I don't want it to be attached to me. I like it being anonymous, you know.
Brilliant.
So that people don't know
I get you.
It's me, but trust me. You know,
All right. So then you are obviously an entrepreneur. You're doing your thing at 19, and these women can see then, based on you went in there in Chanel, you know, you've got your designer stuff with you, and that makes sense.
Like,
why
my perfume collection is more than their rent. Like, of course they're gonna be mad.
So it makes sense now why they're hating on you, but they were all trying to make out like you were taking people's clothes, drinking people's alcohol, eating people's food. It was mental.
To touch base on them two things, Lani said in the clothing like description on what to bring, like Jim said, it was a white outfit.
Yeah.
Now that white outfit is for the intros.
Yeah.
I got muddled up because I'm dyslexic as fuck.
Yeah.
And I thought the white outfit was for the confessionals.
Okay.
So I didn't bring no white outfit. I don't wear white because it's going to be orange, my makeup.
Yeah.
So I had to borrow Kelsey's white fit, which is also the one that I burned. But that's the fit that I borrowed in that period of time there and then. It wasn't even a thing about me not affording clothes. Like, honey.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that. It was just I didn't have a white outfit. Lani refused to let me not wear a white outfit because it would look mismatched anyway.
Yeah.
So I did have to wear a white outfit.
Okay.
And then to touch base on the alcohol thing, there's alcohol everywhere in the house.
Yeah.
There's alcohol in the fridge.
Yeah.
No name tags. I didn't really assume that it was specifically some. And the girls, some of the girls were drinking out this one bottle as well.
Yeah.
So I took like one shot. Again, I didn't.
And that's what they're saying. You drink off people alcohol and smoke off people zoot.
I don't even drink like that, to be honest with you. I'm not really a drinker anyway, so I was just like, whatever.
So what about the smoking off their zoots?
That was like obviously with Metap.
Yeah.
That time that I smoked, is it with her?
Okay.
I mean, pull, pass, right?
Right. That was it?
Yeah, like, so I'm not going to smoke your whole zoo, you know.
So they're just exaggerating and escalating the situation.
Of course. And then another thing that I found was weird was Marissa come online to say that I admitted to selling my front to her, right? Which is insane.
You know who did? You know, sorry to cut you. You know who did admit to smelling front? Smelling front. Who did admit to selling front was Raindall.
Oh, at least they give her money.
Yeah, because Birdie was cussing her about, you know, selling front to African men, and Raindall's retaliation was, at least they give me money. What do they give you? So I mean, if that's not an admittance of selling front, I mean,
so why is again?
Yeah,
all the energy is given to me.
To you, yeah.
And the thing with when Marissa obviously said that, I did tell the girls that I did OF because at the time, there and then, I don't need to get into logistics about Amazon
and everything else that you do.
You know, all like the techie side of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't need, so I was just like, I do OF. You know, leave it as that.
Yeah.
And then funny enough, as soon as I've left the villa, link down below. Everyone's starting an OF. Funny enough, but the same people that were coming for my income stream, even if people wanted to come for sugar daddies, why are you not coming for Grace also? Because guess what?
Grace
She's a stripper and a sugar baby. But no, come with me on a sugar daddy date. This is not me dissing her because, you know, get your coin. You know, I've been there.
Yeah, there's a few double standards.
It's like, hello? Even when there's been live streams and some of the girls have been like, you sell front, and it does get frustrating, I'll be honest with you, because it's like, I can't even get too mad because I know it's not true. Yeah. So I'm kind of just like, you know, whatever. I know my bank statements. Yeah. I know what's going on with me. You know what I mean? And I also think realistically in the UK with all these stingy men, you cannot be making the money that I'm making.
Yeah, trust me.
Off selling front. And to be honest with you, I don't need to sell front. I don't need to sell it. As big as that. Like, I don't need to sell it. So it's just one of them things that obviously it gets on my nerves because I'm a lot more than selling front. I'm a lot more than people thinking that. And if they want to think that, you know what, let them run with that.
You're okay with
it. But like, I know my income.
And
I know where my money's coming from. Your money. Exactly. And you know what as well, if I was selling front, I'd be like, I am, and what? Okay. You know, because I would say that because I've already admitted to everyone. Everyone knows I used to do OnlyFans, which I don't do anymore. Yeah. But everyone already knows that. So if I was, I'd be saying that. You would
have let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, of course.
Literally.
And the thing with sugar daddies as well, that people cannot believe that I get paid to go for dinner.
Yeah.
People just can't fathom and believe that. Yeah, because it's not even a thing where like I'm even having to do anything. Like sometimes it's just like spa shit. Or
I know sometimes there's lonely men that just want company, right?
And they're the best ones, and the best sugar babies don't even have to give out anything. Okay. The best sugar babies don't even have to do nothing like that. That's pretty.
You need to sell a course. A lot of women would probably.
I get probably DMs, buy it. DMs are flooded. Like I need tips.
How do I get a sugar daddy?
You know, and these are the same girls that are probably low key hating on it. Yeah, hey pigs, name it. You know what I mean?
So I definitely get it. And if that's what you're doing to secure you're 19.
Yeah,
you're childless.
I'm lit.
Yeah, why not?
They've paid for a couple of my flights to New York, to LA. So, you know.
There you go. So that just makes it even more like revealing that these women were just hating on your lifestyle.
100%.
Hating on the fact that you do have money and you're being given, you know, the money. Everyone wants somebody to give them money.
You know what? Haters are a bad thing. Necessarily.
Oh no, that means I'm popping.
I mean, it's definitely helped because you now have people that will go against what they're doing to you, you know, and if anything, it will just sanctify you more in the eyes of the public.
100%. But they'll see who like the real baddie is, you know. Since Croatia, I've been on like 8 holidays. I'm not playing.
Yeah.
I've been on podcasts. I've been doing my thing. You know, I knew that it was a negative image that was brewing.
Not of you.
Not too much of me, but I still even think that me even having a fight lowered my vibrations to that person's level.
Yeah.
It means in my head, even though she didn't actually physically hurt me, she won in my head because I went from my pedestal all the way down to here,
mixing in, you know what I mean?
Just
pool.
Even in that, you know. So it's one of them things where, like, I know I'm a baddie. No one can tell me otherwise. Being a baddie isn't about fighting.
No,
it's about being in your bag, being confident.
You need to
Big
tell Hopeless
is a perfect example.
You need to tell Hope this. you need to tell Hope this.
Like, it's really not about being ratchet and fighting. If you can fight, obviously that's a plus. You can hold your own.
You know what? I didn't actually understand why there was a therapy talk.
Yeah.
In the therapy talk, Lani's saying that it's about the fighting. And then the therapist was also saying, yes, it's to be a baddie, it's not about fighting and all those things. I was a bit
I think that Lani had a storyboard.
She just wanted something to
and
put
she
there.
Wanted to work through her storyboard. That was it.
It literally was
because she said this is a correctional retreat. Yeah. So
which it wasn't.
I guess that was the next question. Do you feel rehabilitated?
Oh, hell no. It wasn't labelled as that, you know. It's just mainly for the viewers kind of thing to see it as, it's a correctional retreat kind of thing. And the therapist as well was crying. So, you know, and the therapist was getting like picked on at one point, and they were trying to tell her that she smelt and stuff. But this stuff ain't on the cameras. Yeah. So it's just a bit mad.
Even when they were ready to have you dragged to the altar to be sacrificed, Hope was sitting at the table and Hope was saying nothing. And I'm just like, girl, you're here as a therapist.
Are you cast
control,
or you
right?
Like,
control the group.
Yeah, even she was getting picked on. She even came up to me at an occasion, and she's like, "The viewers are really gonna like you."
Yeah, we do. She
was
like, right.
Are really gonna like you.
She was right.
I was a bit like skeptical again because I don't know the narrative. I don't really remember every point the camera was on me.
The narrative, you know.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't. It's okay to be filming, you know, the cameras are running. Yeah. But you still don't remember what point they were running.
Going on when they were filming.
When they were running, what you were exactly saying at that specific time when it was running. So again, I didn't really know how it was going to come out, but I'm quite happy with, semi-happy.
You weren't the aggressor. You weren't going around arms housing people. No. You were being aggressed.
Yeah. So. And Lani even said from the first phone call when she basically said, you're going on Badderz, basically, cut long story short, she even said that I feel like you're going to be a problem. You're going to be an issue. I was like, you know, maybe, you know, in a messy kind of vibe. She wanted me there to kind of cause a little bit of me. That's why at one point she was like, this is what she's meant to be here to do, you know? Like when she said that.
Yes, that
on
makes
the cameras,
sense now when she was talking to Grace.
Yeah, because she's like, this is what she's meant to be doing, you know? Because that's kind of what my role was. My role wasn't really ever going to be... And her rule as well was that everyone has to have at least one fight. That was one of the ruels as well. So tell me why.
You hit that quarter
so where's Grace's fight? Marissa's fight? I guess Tamara has she really fought? I guess she just hit Metap. Who else's name? The one that just came last. Melissa. Not no, not her, man.
She's a relevant house. Go ahead.
Marissa was playing tennis with her.
Essay.
She's like she says she does music.
Is that the one that weren't really getting screen time?
Yes, and then she came on when they were playing tennis. You don't even know her name.
She came on.
I can't even remember half the cast.
She kind of reminds me of Birdie a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, she kind of looks like Birdie. Yeah. Okay, all right. So her.
She's quite pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, Essay.
So then she hasn't fought. She's been in the background of everything.
They've done a staged episode. So episode 7, you'll see that I didn't even know this. Someone gets pushed into a pool. All staged. Oh. Because some of the girls, again, they didn't have any camera time. So Lani needed them to have a fake story time.
We'll pretend we didn't hear that. We didn't hear that. No one
heard that. So I want to ask, where did the relationship with Lani go wrong?
After the cookie thing, she vowed to me that she didn't cause it. It wasn't meant to happen. And it was after like the smashing up of the villa happened basically, and anti-Badderz.
Okay.
Respectfully, I knew Renee was never going to make an anti-Badderz because it takes a lot to do funding. Production. Yeah. Not even just the funding side. It takes a lot, the creativity side of things. So I knew that already. I kind of just jumped on the bandwagon because I'm pissed off. Lani's kind of we feel.
Wait,
all
so
deserted.
you signed up to do Good As?
Yeah, no.
Basically, Lani thought you were siding with Renee.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, so you're on your own now, not on your own, but
well, I was, because I paid for my own flight ticket.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, everyone got their flights paid for. Everyone had a return.
Yeah.
Coming to Croatia. Even I had a return. But I asked her, I said, Lani, well, you're part of Badderz now. So I paid for my own ticket home.
Oh.
Yeah. So then that also caused the smashing up of the villa also. It was this whole week.
You were a part of that then, weren't you?
Yeah, I was part of that.
Wait, so you smashed the villa too?
Yeah. Like, poured flour on the floor, like you know, I went a bit
Listen,
OCT.
if you wasn't a bagger before, you definitely won now.
Yeah. I really did do damage.
So how do you feel about Renee and Shelley?
So their friendship in the villa was like, you know, quite, you know, cold. I thought Shelley was nice. I thought she was right. Again with Renee, very controversial person. But at the same time,
you have to be too careful. We don't want her drag you on TikTok.
No. At the same time, she is what you get. Yeah. Like in the sense of she's very real. If she has something to say, she's not going to beat around the bush. Even with me, she would go on live and people would be in my DMs like, Renee's talking shit about... She's already spoken to me about this.
Yeah. You
know, because at a point, they were all complaining that I'm sleeping all day. Yeah. What do you want me to do?
Apparently walking around and squaring up with everyone that wants to fight
No,
you.
this was in the other villa.
Oh,
so... the other villa is like completely different.
So where you're not being filmed, they want you to do more than sleep?
I don't know, just be like sociable.
Why?
Again, I didn't want to really social. Again, it was a survival thing, and you know what?
You were crazy? Over it at that point.
Yeah, because now I'm like not even in the other villa. I called out Kelsey because she was on live with Erica talking, and I said, Lani, bring Kelsey to this villa.
Kelsey would have died.
Right, bring Kelsey to this villa, and she didn't. So then when she finally was like, I was like, forget it. Like I'm not even in the mood anymore. And then Kelsey then went online afterwards to be like, yeah, I called her out. She's not on it. I literally have a recording of me and Kelsey's phone call when I called her literally a couple weeks or so ago, maybe a couple months ago actually. And she was saying that Lani told her I didn't want to fight and that I was meant to be coming to that villa. That was never the agreement. It was Kelsey coming to our villa so I don't have all the other vultures on my dick.
Understandable.
You know what I mean? So I said to Lani, I said, I'll have my one-on-one with Kelsey. Bring her. When I was ready for her, Lani took all day and it was all just long and I was just kind of over it. The experience in the other villa was a lot better. I'm not going to lie because Renee's not that bad. I'm not going to lie. She's not like too much. And she did go on lives, defend me, even after the show, defend me. So I respect her for that. Yeah. No matter what she says, does, what beef and drama she has, I do respect her for that.
Right.
The smashing up the villa as well was very out of character. I've never done that apart from once when I was in a mental hospital or through a charity window.
Yeah, we'll say that Renee and Shelley riled you up.
I think as well that I'm surrounded by them people right now.
Yeah.
And they're both very loud. It's kind of intimidating, I guess. And it was a bit much. So I did I was on the gassed up. And then after the whole thing with Cookie happened as well, Karma was instant for that as well. She left her phone. And I was going to smash her phone to smithereens. This is also when they went online to say I stole her oyster. I need an oyster when I live in Cambridge. Okay, makes sense. And then Rain Doll was actually one who took me out of it. It was like, don't do it. Because at this point in time, the only reason I didn't smash her phone, she's got my Palm Angels jumper.
Okay, so Rain Doll has some redeeming qualities then.
Yeah, she had some sense in that point in time. And then me and Rain Doll were still quite close in the other villa, I would say. And then the other girls were getting on to Rain Doll because she's close with me now. And like, this is so two-faced, And then,
the girls in the other villa?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it started to get aggressive with Rain Doll in situations. And it started to get to like knives and shit with the other cast. So with the other...
As in not with you?
No, not with me. Okay. Just to clear, not with me. The other house
what I'm saying.
is 2 hours away.
Wow, that's a madness. That's like a madness out there.
It was crazy. The other villa is 2 hours away, walking distance. In a car, it's like 15-minute drive, so it's not too deep in the car. It's not too deep in the car. The other girls, this is again, Karma was just on point for this moment, and it was crazy. So the other villa was like, enough's enough. Lani's not taking us to the villa. We're gonna go over to Renee's villa. So they're on badness. They're all on. So they've set on their little adventure time.
So wait, so from the last episode we're up to when they were saying Lani needs to bring Renee and
not the same day.
Shelly.
Different day.
No. So I'm just backtracking local. So when that never happened for them, you're telling me that they went on a pilgrimage over to you lot.
Yeah.
To come bring the fight over there.
Yeah, because Cookie, when she came, shared our location. On the sly.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're like, cool, we're gonna set off. Now it's a long walk. Like it's ridiculous walk. 2 hours. And they were on that.
To think during that 2 hours that nobody would have had the good sense that this is stupid, let's turn around. Is mad.
So when they didn't make it to our villa. They didn't make it to our villa because on the route to the villa, they end up getting chased by white Croatian men into the woods. Yes, into the woods, in their sliders. They're running down. C is one of them. Valentina's one of them. Kelsey's one of them. Erica's one of them. All running down these woods, getting scratches, bushes.
The karma again?
No, that's not even the karma. They're getting called niggers. They're, like racist white Croatian men. Met up there also. And then C's run, obviously, head of the pack or whatever. And C's stopped them all. They've looked down. It's a fucking cliff. Yeah. And they're calling Lani, like, we're going to die. Can you come pick us up? Yes. So your karma was, they set out to come and do badness. Harm. Yes. And obviously, Renee's prayed up. I'm quite prayed up. So I can't talk about Rain Doll.
No.
God said not today. I can't talk about Rain Doll. But we were prayed up, so instantly, boom. And then they've posted, but they've not said why they've got scratches and things. And they're all bushes and things.
Why? Yeah. So they came to do you harm and
they got harm.
The KKK intervened.
Yeah, intervened quick time. Because as well, in Croatia,
you're in a white people's country.
Yeah, they're very protective over their land as well. Like, even when someone also set foot out of our villa, because I don't want to incriminate anyone too tough with their little ting and stuff, to go to the other villa, because now we're doing it this time. I thought it was ridiculous. But there was like 3-4 people that went out to set off to go to get to Val, because Val's been baiting out people's addresses or whatever. So it's just a reaction to that.
People.
Yeah. And then they've set out, and even before we could even get anywhere near the villa, police have been called. What? And then they've passport checked us. We ain't got our passports, and that was already God saying no. Just stop.
Why do you think police were called?
Because they're black.
Not even just that. We found a restaurant and we were hitchhiking. We were trying to hitchhike, and that was an undie. So the undie went into the restaurant. There was like this restaurant where we were getting smoke, food, etc. from, because then we built a little connection there, which is now our smoke, restaurants, shisha patterned. And then they went in, the undies went in and obviously called feds, and the feds pulled up and was like, why are you trespassing at this time? Someone's got my bally on, like bright pink, neon. Wow. So it's a lot, Mad. And then with Rain Doll as well, there was a situation where she's in the middle of the street, and even Renee's like, what is up with this girl? She's screaming, with Lani having to hold her down and shit, because she's walked out with a ting from the kitchen, because she wants to go get Val now. You know, so
I don't even know how mad the deep was?
I don't even know what to say, because it just seems like the layers of Rain Doll get deeper and deeper.
Yo, it's a good thing you and her made friends again.
It's like, what?
All of those things,
No, we're not friends.
Oh, you're not friends?
Okay, no, she fell out with me because Renee did a story time, and there's a video of, a voice recording of me and Renee on the phone, and me admitting that Rain Doll gave head to security. Because she did.
Is that who done it? Yeah, because remember we heard someone said that.
The layers.
What? I didn't think it would be her that did it. Still, I thought it might have been someone else.
She's the one who gave to Lani's security. What? That's the tea, because she told me the night after, which is day one in that villa with security and cameramen. And then she told me in the morning, I gave him head and everything, he busted my mouth.
What? Go on, security!
That's where you pipe up?
Whoa!
To boost up security?
And then her downfall was she told Renee.
Ooh.
What did you expect to happen?
I know Renee's whole career is centered around storytelling. Yeah, so now that Cal's out of the room, so Rain Doll giving head to the security. Giving head to the security. Is that all she done?
Apparently so.
Oh my god, just the one security? Was it an orgy?
It was one security member.
Yeah.
Who also did a thing with another girl in the villa. No names.
Oh wow.
So that was fun. They actually booked a hotel. They booked a hotel.
Well, at least they went away from the group.
And then he came back and he was so, yeah, you know that thing, yeah, like I got it in it.
Oh,
this is her security, by the way. Why the management are siding with anti-Badderz. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. So,
but I'm the hoe, guys. I'm the hoe. I'm the least one.
Nobody's calling up your name to say you was licking off the security,
especially not randoms. But anyway,
Jesus Christ, that's mad.
And it's not even that hot either. I was like, ugh.
So where I wanted to talk about Lani's lack of respect. Yeah. Do you think that the lack of respect, because from my perspective, it's because she joined the cast. Do you think that played a part in the fact that no one could respect her? Because she hasn't set herself apart from the group. Like, authority should be here, cast should be here, but she's brought herself down here as a cast member. So therefore, like, why would I respect you?
Yeah, it was a hot mess. Like, I get it, you know, at the same time. She had the idea.
Yeah.
I'm not
a good idea.
Down past her. The way she executed it was awful. The show itself is great TV for people watching, viewers watching. So it doesn't really matter too much behind the scenes.
What's happening?
But the behind the scenes is deep. Like, you've got your management crying. You've got your security hungry. You've got the cameramen getting raided by Renee for footage. You know, you've got people crying. You've got people getting chased down by KKK. You know, like, it's a lot. You know, and even her sister's crying. Her girlfriend, I don't know what she was.
Who?
I don't know. No, not C. There was another girl who wasn't really on the cameras, too tough, quite short.
Okay, because I heard on the grapevine that C was apparently her girlfriend.
I don't know if they were doing a thing. I mean, everyone's doing a thing, so like,
Jesus.
fuck knows. You know, like, some of you bitches just need a dick because, like,
wow.
you're all just
our pum pum apparently,
right, or just all colludeling and doing things. Like, it was crazy. But I was no part in no sexual activities, I must mention.
I'm sure they would have let the cat out of the bag all the time.
Yeah, you know,
they would have sacrificed that to the viewers because they weren't not going to spare you. So did you feel like Lani done the right thing by being a part of the cast? Would you have preferred if she was just producing? I think that if she had
some authority and was behind the camera.
Yeah.
Like, you have a host to host Weakest Link.
Yeah.
Why are you so involved? You know? Yeah. Yeah. So why are you so involved? And as well, that kind of, I'm quite disappointed because before the show, I really liked her. Like, I really did like her. A lot of people back in the day used to say I looked like her.
Okay.
So I already knew the name. And I already really was fond of her. I liked the idea. I was all for it. And the whole reason, realistically, why we're not calm is because of the smashing up of the villa, which is understandable to an extent that it wasn't just me. There's 3 other girls mashing up.
But I mean,
place,
she's not friends with Renee and
Shelly,
right?
Shelly. No, she's calm with Shelly now.
Oh, she's all right with Shelly now.
And Rain Doll.
So maybe you two can talk and get to some kind of understanding.
I tried. I've been there. I tried.
Oh, you've tried?
Yeah.
And she's just not having it.
Well, not really not having it. It's just, you know. It is what it is.
It
is.
Is. But
I'm a win without or without her kind of vibe,
it's kind of sad though still. I did see that she wants to do a Badderz Boys. How do you think that would go? Because the women has been volatile. And I'm thinking if this is Badderz Boys, that somebody could actually, get MURDERED.
I think that she wanted to do season 2 of Girls. She also wants to do Smash Island, which is like Black Love Island.
Yeah, so
I just wish her the best. You know, I generally just, get
so you would say go full steam ahead with Badderz Boys.
Yeah, do your thing, girl. Do your thing. Okay. And then watch when Shade Barra picks it up.
I just don't know how that's going to go. Unless all of them are gay, and even then
it's still gonna be. But I was thinking that if they're all gay, then calm. Do you know what I mean? Like semi-calm.
Yeah.
But I think as well that she needs to be mindful about how this season played out. I mean, if she's gonna use all these points as our strong points on what not to do next time, then potentially, you know,
it could work.
Again, people, you know, cut credit when credit's due. Yeah. This was her first time doing a project. Yeah. So, of course, it's not going to be straight.
And a big project.
But as well, she was getting still advice from management, security, and, you know, even Renee. Sat her down multiple times when I was there, and she's crying to me and Renee. She's not showered. She's so stressed. The girls are pressuring her. Like, she can't do this. It's a lot.
But yeah, so when it comes down to it, would you repeat this experience? Do you feel like it's something that, knowing what you know now, you would still take yourself at 19, fly over to Croatia and deal with all of this madness?
If it was actually by a reputable production, then yeah, of course, 100%. As for this, I feel like it would make logical sense for me to go on season 2 because I have a storyline. Yeah, none of these girls realistically
you were their storyline,
right? Exactly. So it would make sense for me to kind of like character development, from a viewer's point of view. Yeah, you know, like what they do on Badderz East, etc. You see them go from
to just show the progress in life where you're at now. But
at the same time, like, again, it's ratchet as fuck. I know that I'm worth more, I'd say, than that. And I think that with Lani, without Lani, I'm finna make it. You know, this is generally just the start of something really great for me. And I'm taking that L and I'm going to turn it into a win.
It wasn't an L, girl. It wasn't an L.
I'm going to take it on the chin. And from now on, I'm just going to show people who I am. You know, I think that a lot of people see me on the screen, very easy to judge, very quick to hate, very quick to kind of see this side of it. But then when people meet me, they're like, oh shit, she's cool. I had a music shoot yesterday with a few people, and even they were like, from watching you and like seeing you're calm, I'm like, I know. You know, so I feel like from now, you know, I'm just, you know, gonna keep being me. And what the fuck are they gonna say when I'm on private jets? If they're saying this shit now,
they what say are they you sell front to be on there.
Right, do you know what I mean? Or I'm fucking rappers or whatever not. So they're going to hate even more, and this has just fueled me to
We're just
really,
wrapping up, Kyle.
Really keep it pushing, you know? So that's what I'm finna do.
So now we have our last 5 minutes. Yep. So what would you tell the girls that are considering going on to season 2 of Badderz if it's not the same cast?
Yeah, of course. I'd say brace yourself, be prepared, because that's one thing I wasn't. I went in a very blind eye. I didn't know what I was going into. Hold your own, hold your ground. You can't get beat up too bad because there's security, so you should be okay. And just be yourself. You know, the viewers will see past any persona you're putting on, so it's really important to be authentic. And as soon as you go on there, make sure it's for the right reasons. Don't just go on there because you want clout, because I'm lucky that I've had that mental health shit. And I've been on social media since probably about 14, 13, been on TikTok since 15, very heavily on TikTok. People used to bully me relentlessly, death threats, name it, you know. So I've really seen that. So expect that also, because if you've got a weak mind, it's gonna be a lot for you.
What are you looking over here for? Because I have people arms housing me on social media as well, because I've got quite a lot of followers on TikTok. So I guess my thing is like I'm ready to don't chat shit in my inbox. I would like to see you in real life. We can do what you want to do, you know. So I guess that's what he's talking about.
But you just can't take nothing personal. Like
that's what he's really saying.
Have to just be like, you know, because at the end of the day, as long as you're confident, true to yourself, no one really matters what anyone says. You know
what really upset me though, on the last person that came in my inbox was basically threatening to pop up to my house, and I live there with my kids, so I was like, I take that threat very, very seriously. And if you're threatening to come to my house, you're literally saying you have a death threat.
My girl's putting on trainers.
I was putting on shoes. I was telling him, listen, I said, come now. I'm at home. Come now. I'm ready. I will come outside. Come now. Or now they can't arrive.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people do just generally just you know, social media badness. Everyone can be on social media badness. Everyone can be on a fake profile and behind the screen.
And just do what they want to do behind the screen.
And say whatever not. But when it comes to face-to-face, it's not the same energy. They're never about that life. So I would say to anyone who's thinking of going on UK Badderz or Badderz Boys or whatever, just make sure you hold your ground. Or Smash Island. Don't smash too much, but you know, do your big one and make sure that you're doing it not for a reason that, oh, I just want clout or oh, I just want to be noticed. If you've got a business or your brand, promote. Even on there, I was wearing my branded bonnet. You know, I have little Mimi Luxury on it all over the place. So every time people see me in that bonnet, it's got my little brand. And if you zoom it in, it's like my actual name. On the bonnet. So I came on there.
I'm gonna have to look for one of them bonnets there.
Yeah. He wears bonnets for his locks.
And then who knows? Who might get PR as a bonnet? You know? Okay. So like, see,
man, talk to us.
So came with a plan,
right? So you came. You executed, you dipped out.
Monetized, it's coming, the band.
So you done what you set out to do. I want you to know that I don't perceive you as a negative person from the show. I feel like we saw from the jump that you were just there trying to have the experience for what it is, and that you were ultimately being picked on. Sitting here speaking to you, we can see that you're someone that's come from, you know, humble beginnings,
even from the confessionals.
And you're trying to elevate your life, and being in that situation, it could have derailed you, dragged you down. You're still here, uplifting yourself. So you're
very thick, like
alligator.
But bulletproof vest all the time.
But with where you are now, I don't think that you got derailed and anyone done you dirty enough to make you come across as a bad person.
So I'm still the one they're all talking about and going live and Amy.
So just to wrap everything up, what do you want to say to the rest of the girls on the cast?
Keep hating, keep praying. I'm still gonna be in my bag. I'm still gonna get my money. Easy. And y'all could fucking never. Like, your yearly wage is spent in a month.
Wow.
All right.
Say no more.
Say no fucking more.
Okay.
I got vaccines to prove it.
Amy, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us and giving us
so
much of your time, so much behind the scenes, and just sharing your truth about the experience. We truly appreciate you, girl.
Mimi fucking money.
That's it, man.
Guys, make sure you follow Amy on TikTok. Give everybody your TikTok, Amy.
Mimi.money with a Z, Instagram Mimi.money with a Z, and that's like the main socials.
Okay.
YouTube coming soon also.
Yes, big up the YouTube.
See more, baby.
Yes.
All right,
Gonna be everywhere.
So we're gonna wrap up. Amy, thank you again so much. We really appreciate this, and it's been great talking to you. Thank you for giving us the time of day. You're the star, girl. You're the star.
We was gassed when you said you was rolling, so
no,
we was like,
I was like, 'cause I was watching you guys. I was watching each reaction. I was like, I was just laughing. So when you reached out, I was like, oh my God.
Yes, girl. Of course. But thank you again.